Hello, Calvary Bible Church, and welcome to the Hill.
It's not Capitol Hill, it's not Mars Hill, and it's not a hill of beans. It's Calvary's Hill.
Calvary's Hill. Now, what is Calvary's Hill? Well, this is our brand new video blog that we're wanting to do every week to kind of give you a midweek update about what's going on here at Calvary Bible Church. We want to talk about prayer requests or needs or things that come up and a variety of other things that we'll talk about here in just a minute. In fact, first thing we want to talk about is the good news of the day. What is the good news that we should be, or perhaps an example of good news that we could be thinking about today relative to our church? Well, one good thing is that we had our Christmas children's ministry this past Saturday, and it was really a wonderful deal. In fact, the best part was, even though we didn't have a lot of children showed up, we did have a good response from the community. We've had people call in. We've had people tell us there was a man out in the field the other day, and someone went out to see him and talk with him, and this man was living in one of the apartments, and he said, "Hey, I heard about what you guys did here on Saturday for our community, and I just wanted to say thank you." We also had some folks show up from Como this week, and from
this neighborhood,
this neighborhood, and from the Taj Mahal apartments, and people have gotten the invitations, and they're excited about what's happening here. So that's good news. We're excited about that. Not only that, but one of the families brought their two little girls with them this week to church. Perhaps you saw them, and their names were Maya and Emma, and maybe they'll be back next week, and maybe they'll bring their parents. If they do, then let's be alert to that and encourage them for being here. Let's talk about some announcements that we need to remind everyone of.
Ladies, remember, the Christmas Fellowship is tomorrow. That's Thursday, 7 p.m. at the Cosgrove House. You are to have a handmade gift for a gift exchange. And if you haven't made anything yet, you probably can't knit a quilt by then. So get on that, and that's at 7 p.m. tomorrow night at the Cosgrove home. I make great paper airplanes, just so you know. Okay. Student Ministries.
I want one of those airplanes.
Okay. They're a luxury. So Student Ministries Christmas event is this Saturday, 4 p.m. here at the church. If you are part of the Student Ministries group or you're of that age group, you're invited. Please bring a pair of house shoes or slippers. If you're a guy's pair of house shoes. If you're a girl's slippers for a senior citizen over at the Como Community Center. We're going to wrap up these house shoes and some toiletries and take it over to the Como Community Center. There's about 50 senior citizens that they help on a regular basis, and we want to give back to them this season. We're going to come back here to the church after that, have some pizza and some drinks and some desserts and stuff like that, but play the White Elephant gift exchange game. And so we're not asking you to buy anything for that. Just go look around your house, find something random, and wrap it up, and we're going to have fun with just exchanging those kind of gifts. And it'll be over about 7:30 or 8 on Saturday. That's this Saturday. And finally, candlelight service is coming up December 20th, 6:30 p.m. here at the church. It's a wonderful event every year. Invite your friends, invite your family members, so we can have a great turnout there and just meditate and adore Christ together.
Yeah, and if you're new to Calvary Bible Church, you may not know that the candlelight service, we use real candles, and it's a beautiful, beautiful service. It's one of our favorite of the year. Feel free to bring your neighbors and your family members. Let's talk about a couple other issues relative to the church life. One is, you've heard us talk about the Korea missions trip. There's still room to sign up. Applications are still available. There's just one sheet. They kind of look like this. This is not one of them, but you can find it in the main office. They're on a little display on Dana's desk. Just come in and grab one if you're interested in going. You do have to be a member of Calvary Bible Church in order to go, and there's some other requirements there as well that you can read about, and we'll talk about when the time comes. But come in. Please feel free to come in and fill out an application. There's still room. Now let's talk about something else. You can see we're standing here in the library, and one of the things we want to talk about today is that we want to announce this year's Library Amnesty Program. And by that I mean, we know how it works. You come in here, you see a resource, you think, I just want to borrow this for a couple of days, and you take it off the shelf. Here's one right here, and you take it home and read it to your kids, or you set it down, and then the house gets cleaned, it gets put away, and you don't know where it is. It's probably on a bookshelf somewhere, but we've got a lot of things that are here in our card stack of cards of books that have been checked out, and some of these have been checked out for more than a year. And so here's the deal. If you have one of these books, and I encourage you to look for them, they'll have a little tag on the side that indicates that they're part of the library, and go ahead and just bring them back and drop them in the box. No questions asked, no fines. This is complete and total library amnesty. And so we hope you'll take advantage of that.
Okay, we've got a resource highlight we want to do for you each week. This week, we've got, that's John Piper's, one of his latest books, Finally Alive. There we go. I was trying to get it up to the camera. Finally Alive by John Piper. We got 3 of these books left. We had them out outside the sanctuary last week. This is John Piper's book on the doctrine of regeneration. It's been said by some that this is his most important work, and he's written some important books. So it's only $5, and that's $5. Great deal we got on these books, and there are a few more of his books we still have available here in the bookstore. Just want to also remind you about the bookstore. If you look behind me, once you come into the library, it's this shelf right here. It has all the books we have for sale. They've got these envelopes inside. You put your check, you put your cash in the envelope, and you stick it in the basket that is on the counter right there. And so we want you to know that there are many books available. If you have some more Christmas shopping you need to do, come to the Calvary Bookstore.
That's right. Get some of the best deals in town. Let's move now into our Left Behind series. Now, what is our Left Behind series? Well, our Left Behind segment in our blog is going to be about all the things that got left behind when you left church on Sunday. For example, this wonderful children's red jacket, and it's got a picture of a snowboarder on the side. You can see that there on the sleeve. We thought this was belonged to Brent, but we tried it on him, and it didn't fit. It was just a little bit snug. So it probably belongs to one of you. If you're looking for this jacket, you've left it behind, then it's right here in the library, ready for you to pick up.
We've also got some Awana books. That's a cubby book right there, and some of the older kids' books as well. And we've got a Sparky book here. Name inside is Michael Kirk. Wow. Michael, I think your dad works at the church.
Give me that. It's embarrassing. Okay, let's talk about showing the world what God is like. Now, as you know, our mission statement here at Calvary Bible Church is this. We exist to proclaim the excellencies of Christ in all things to the glory of God and the joy of all peoples. And one of the ways we've become familiar with saying that is we simply want to live in such a way that shows the world what God is like. And so how can we do that this week? Well, we got thinking about that among the staff here, and we realized that all of us are going to be out from time to time this week and next Christmas shopping. We also know that while you're Christmas shopping, things can get a little bit tense out there when you're standing in long lines and people are not happy with the treatment they're receiving, or they didn't bring enough money, or whatever it is. And what should we be thinking about in those moments when we're doing our Christmas shopping this week? Well, let me encourage you to make an effort to not think about ourselves, not to think about the deal we're trying to, a good deal that we're trying to get there at the store, but rather let's focus on the other people around us, and specifically the cashier. Listen, she's been working there all day. She's had to put up with people like us all day long. Let's be different. In fact, when you get up to the cash register, you may want to look at her and get her name, call her by name, and just tell her how much you appreciate the work she's been doing that day and how difficult it must be to deal with all of these people in the Christmas season, and find some way to bless her verbally for the glory of God and for her joy. Don't you think the Lord would be pleased with that? I think He would.
Well, as always, you can check our website, cbcfortworth.org, for more information about these ministries. And we invite you to join us next week on the Hill.
Bye-bye.